This is James Luxton, delighted to be joined with Aaron Mckenna. Aaron, it doesn't seem like it was just the other day I had you on the show and you said Mick Hennessy had plenty of calls coming in. The phone wouldn't stop ringing after your last fight, and we've now got them big news. You're in the Prizefighter tournament out in Japan. Firstly, how excited are you?
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I'm really looking forward to this one. A massive opportunity for me, and also to get the experience to fight in Japan as well in a big, massive tournament with a lot of good fighters. And it's a tournament I'm going to take very serious, and I always take every fight serious, but I'm really looking forward to this one.
With this, I'm assuming the format is the same as the old Prizefighter tournaments, and it's going to be sort of 3 minute rounds. Sorry, 3 rounds for 3 minutes, and you all the fights on the one night. Am I correct to say
No,
that?
it's a different one. It's the first fight is the quarterfinal, so it's in March, and then I think it's 10 rounds or so. I'm not sure exactly. But then the next one will be like 3 or 4 months after it. So I think it's spread out throughout the year.
Okay, fantastic. And they'll all be in Japan, will they?
All in Japan, yeah.
Fantastic. Talk to me a bit about your opponent. This is a guy who I'm assuming you wasn't really expecting to fight until this tournament came up and it was all drawn out. You're fighting a fella called Estella, and he's got a 14-0 unbeaten record. So it's a good opponent to have as well for yourself. Do you know much about him?
I haven't really seen too much of him, but he's 14-0. He's from Puerto Rico, American. So it's great to get a fighter like him, someone who's gonna come and give it a real go, especially in this tournament when there's so much at stake. Everyone in there is going to be well up for it. So I'm very happy that I finally getting fights, that there's going to be no pullout. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Well, you mentioned that then touched on my next question quite nicely because obviously these fights are all meaningful fights. There's an awful lot of money at stake as well for each fighter. There's I think it's $100,000 knockout bonus. It's $1 million prize at the end for the winner, and it's life-changing money. So, like you said, in terms of pullouts and things like that, you've had so many pullouts over your last few fights. Now, in this tournament format, you shouldn't really get that now. Does that excite you as well?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great thing for me. Like as you've said, my last few times of fighting, there's been a lot of pullouts, and for this one, there definitely won't be any pullouts because there is a lot at stake, and it's a life-changing opportunity for every fighter. And if you win this tournament, there's big things ahead in the future, and yeah, great to get the guaranteed fights. And as you said, the knockout bonus adds to it as well. Every fighter in there will be going for the knockout to pick up that extra money. So I always go in there to go for the knockout, and that's what I intend to do.
Absolutely. Like I say, it's added incentive as well for you guys, knowing that you're going to get that bonus on top of your normal purse anyway. With this tournament, I want to mention some of the other guys in the tournament as well. We've got Kieran Conway, Mark Dickinson, both from over here, going out to Japan like yourself. Obviously in different foreign territory, different sort of completely different experience for all of you guys. For you, do you look at those guys and feel they're potentially the favourites, or who in your opinion is the favourite for this tournament, aside from yourself, of course?
Well, I think I'm the man beat in the tournament, but other than that, it doesn't really matter to me. Whoever I fight, you're in it to win it. So it doesn't matter who I'm fighting. And all I'm focused on right now is the fight I have in front of me, and that's Giovanni Estella. And I'm really focused on it. And my training's been going great already since the last fight. I'm already in a good place and condition. So yeah, I'm fully focused on the job I have at hand.
I know you like to stay very active through your career. Does this give you a bit more stability knowing that you've got these dates sort of almost set in stone with this tournament? You're going to have almost this full year planned out when you get to the final in this tournament. So you got your quarterfinal semis and then in the final, like I say, maps out to 2024 really for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great idea, like doing the tournament in Japan as well. The Japanese have good fighters, and it's great that Matchroom and Eddie Hearn are doing this. And it's great for me because it's guaranteed fights and something I've been, you know, getting it hard. So at least I'm getting solid fights with solid opponents. All the top rated middleweights in the world will be in this, so it's a very good opportunity for me, and I can't wait for it.
And this is what you've been calling out for, really. You've been saying you want these rated guys, you want these big fights. You like mentioned earlier, finding it hard to be matched, and now you've sort of been gifted what you've been asking for. Does that, sort of show yourself as well that you're on the right path and you're doing the right things in your career?
Yeah, definitely. In boxing, you should be taking on anyone. Like, it's a great idea that every fighter that has entered this, no one's afraid to risk their undefeated record or anything. So in boxing, the best have to fight the best, and that's all I want to do is fight the best and become world champion on the way to it. So it's a great life changing opportunity for me, and training now for the next 8 weeks is going to be intense. And me and my brother Stephen train alongside each other, and great boy to have beside me, and I have a great team around me too.
Does winning this tournament, will that sort of put you within reach of a world title, if not in a world title fight?
I think so. Yeah, win this tournament, and I think you have a massive opportunity to fight for a world title or a massive fight. But yeah, if you win this, there's definitely a massive opportunity for something big out there.
Now, I know you're all about the fighting and in the ring, but a big part of boxing nowadays is marketing and selling yourself. Winning this tournament will, and not only that as well in Japan, I suppose, because it's building a new audience for you, and it's just, like I say, setting you up there for a whole new sort of marketing opportunity to sell yourself as a fighter. Does that side of it also, excite you, knowing that you're going to be seen by X amount of people when it's shown well? And like I say, a lot more people probably want to tune in as it's a tournament format because it does excite fans as well.
Yeah, I think so. Like this tournament has a lot of exposure, and a lot of people around the world, all over the world, will be watching it. So I think winning this would catch a lot of eyes, and you'd be a big name after it. So I'm going to make sure and grab the bull by the horns and really take advantage of it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Just finally, Aaron, I want to touch on you mentioned about obviously training alongside your brother Stephen there. Obviously, he's in Japan. Just talk to me a little bit about the plan for the next 8 weeks for camp. When are you looking to go out to Japan? What are you doing? Obviously, because you've got to acclimatise. I know you've done it before in America when you train out there at the start of your career. So, talk to me about this. What is the plan for this one? How long in advance are you going out to Japan and to acclimatise to that?
I'm not exactly sure yet when I'm going out. My team is working on the details at the minute, so I'll know very soon on that. But yeah, training. Uh, we always put in the hard work and leave no stone unturned. And me and Stephen, together with our dad and my other brother Gary, we're a solid team here at the gym at our house. But we'll go wherever we go can to get the best possible sparring. And yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. Well, Aaron, I wish you all the best of luck. I'm sure we'll catch up again very soon, probably before the first fight or afterwards, as victorious and into the semi final. But Aaron, thank you for your time and all the best luck again.
Thanks very much.